Alright, so where we last off is I just got to this bonfire here in the Forest of Fallen Giants. And basically what I'm planning on doing is probably going to break down these next sections basically into areas. So, just that'll make it simpler for me to actually do this, because this is my first time ever making these types of videos. So I'm gonna basically break down areas, but the problem with the Forest of Fallen Giants is it's actually quite massive compared to some other areas, so it might take me a lot longer to do it in one episode. So I'll probably break it down into 2 different episodes. So, and that's pretty much it. So first I'm just gonna go talk to this merchant. I'm not gonna go over everything in here because I really don't need to, but I'm basically just gonna buy some fire bombs and this key for the blacksmith in Majula, just to get some, just so I can upgrade weapons and stuff. Now there is a really cool skip in this game that I always love doing. Right behind this wall, there is a bunch of basically barrels that if hit with a big enough attack will explode. And basically when those barrels explode on this wall, it'll actually break it and give you a shortcut. So you don't have to just run through the entire area, you just get a nice shortcut right here, which is really, really nice. And the best thing is with a firebomb, you can literally just kind of line up right about here, and I believe... there you go. You can just hit the firebombs from the other side of the wall. So, yeah. Really fun trick. I love doing it. It's probably my favorite thing about this area. It's literally just a wall that you can explode from the other side. So... yeah, that's pretty much it. Up here is there's some cool items up here. You actually can't, open this door. You have to, like, whack it to break it. All these... oh my god. So that enemy right there is a crystal lizard. All the items actually just got in my way, so I couldn't actually hit it. But basically... what that enemy is. It's a small blue lizard, and basically, if you're able to kill it before it runs away and disappears, you get items. So, but sadly, obviously, I wasn't able to kill in time, so I wasn't able to get the items off of it. But that's not really that big of a deal. Alright, small wipe sign soapstone, it lets you play with other people, but I'm not really doing that, so I don't really care much about it. First we're actually gonna go... let's go back this way, actually, first. Let's do this area first. Yeah. Duh. You know, not gonna lie, I thought I had my dagger out. I thought I had my dagger out, so I just went for the attack instead of, doing that. Alright. Oh yeah, hitting a headshot with a spell or an arrow does increase damage, by the way. So, it's... sadly, obviously, you don't lock onto people's heads, and you can't really... and most bosses don't actually have that mechanic installed on them, but it is a thing in the game. So, I can target that guy from up here? Okay. Yeah, that guy's just a giant armored turtle. And for the most part, is a pain in the ass to deal with. Oh, I'm dead. Okay, that's hilarious. So basically what happened, I totally, you know, I saw that coming, and I still decided to cast that spell. Because casting a spell slightly moves you forward. So, very slightly. Yeah, now I look horrible, so I'm just going to go put on... no, I'm putting this on. There we go. Actually, I think I can go back up and see if I think I can kill that crystal lizard again, actually. So I do want the items he drops. It is helpful. There we go. Yeah, see? 2 titanite shards. More upgrade material for when I get my main weapon. Where did my souls end up? Okay, they're right there. That's not too bad. Okay. Eh, that works. Ooh. Obviously, that's just how you die, and then, well, yeah. It's basically how you get all your souls back, because if you die, you lose all of the souls in your inventory. Those guys can actually drop their armor, which is actually kinda hilarious, I'm not gonna lie. If you get their armor, it's actually kinda hilarious, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, here is the fun part. If you're opening that door, that fireball doesn't actually hit you. And as much as intimidating as that lizard is, that lizard actually shoots the fireball's super short compared to every other one that you fight. This lizard right there, you can fight them in a different part of this level that you can... Oh, yeah. As you can see, I took damage there. I'm surprised it did so little, actually, I'm not gonna lie. I thought that would do a lot more than that. But the door actually blocks it, which I think is kind of funny. But yeah, no, we just got a weapon called a fire longsword. I don't think we can... No, we can't use it. But as you can see, it does both fire damage and physical damage. If you're just running a basic soldier class, it's probably one of the best weapons that you can get in the early game in terms of just elemental damage, if you're wanting that. Though for the most part in this game, you don't even have to really use elemental damage, because pretty much everything in this game takes decent damage from, like, base damage. Okay, actually, I'm just gonna use an item called a homeward bone, and that will just teleport me back to the last bonfire I used, which is back to where we were. And then the, let's go, actually, real quick, I want to go, there's something I do want to buy from her, and that's another copy of Soul Arrow. And that is because I can actually equip it. So when you're at a bonfire, you can attune spells. And if you remember earlier, I grabbed a second attunement slot when I leveled up. So that means now I can have 2 of them, which now means I have 60 casts of Soul Arrow, which is really nice. Now, even though I opened up the shortcut, I could use the shortcut, but I'm not going to because... Okay, then. If you also play Darksouls 3, you will notice that this game is... How did I just hit the ladder from there? That was interesting. You notice that this game is a lot slower than Darksouls 3, and you would be correct in that statement. And yeah. So, and because of that, because it's a lot slower, I actually kind of like it being a little slower because it gives you more time to react. On the other hand, it also lets you see your impending doom coming before it happens. So what's funny about this wall where it says enter the mist is if you take the shortcut that I opened up and run back to this fog wall, and you come up to this mist wall, it actually says enter the mist from behind. It's really hilarious that they actually added it into the game, even though there's like very few instances of you being able to do that. So we're gonna do this area right in front of us right here, and we're gonna head back to Missoula after that. Oh god. The first thing we gotta do is fall down here. Ow. Now, I actually did pick up the binoculars item earlier, which is actually kind of nice, because what it does, it's an item you can hold, and when you activate it, you can just, it's binoculars, there's not much else to say. But it is fun, because you can kind of do this. Because you can still use your right-hand weapon. At the same time. So you can do stuff like that, which is really nice. Though, the practicality of that, besides that's literally all it's used for, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty pointless. Or just to look at scenery, you can do that too. Ow, who the hell is shooting me? You are shooting me. Can you not? Okay. Thank you. That's also the reason I like having miracles on me, is so that you can just avoid that. Or, miracles, I'm using sorceries. Okay. He had 6 health left. Wow. So we're actually gonna jump this gap here. Okay. And we're gonna go over here and fall down here. Now, what's really funny is if you just run straight in, you will get hit by, you'll get hit by that. That will instantly kill you, no matter what. And what's funny is that boulder only comes down once the first time you come down here, and actually kills this guy right here that's on the ground. Every other time you come back this way, the boulder won't spawn, and that guy will just sit there and you'll have to kill him. Alright.
My name is
we're just gonna talk to this guy, and get a key, because he actually gives you a key for one of the houses in Majula. Which actually has a lot of items in it that we're actually going to use. So, he gave us the key. That's all we need him for. I'm going to pick up this, and this. There we go. And we're going to get out of here and head back, grab a few more items that are in this area of the map, and then head back to Majula. Over here is a pit of death. Do not fall down there. Trust me, you will die. Which happens a lot in this game, so if you really don't care about dying, well, you can drop down. I'm not gonna blame you. There's only like a few more items left in this small section of the map, and I'm gonna grab those here shortly. And they both actually revolve around this part right here. Fall down here. There we go. Fuck, I messed it up. Alright, so from here you actually want to go this way, then take a hard left. And another titanite. Alright, and then from here it's literally just right over here. And it's a torch. You can light torches at a bonfire with an item, and, well, they're a torch. There's not really much else to say. Alright, let's head back to the bonfire. And I'm actually going to go back up this way real quick, and then, when I say a shortcut, there's the hole in the wall right in front of us, so. We're actually not going to go up that ladder right away, and I will show you why eventually. So this guy can actually, if this guy hits the barrels, he will explode them, which I think is really funny. If I don't break him by rolling into them, that is. Or he breaks him by running into them. Either way. Okay, I actually got his helmet. That's kind of funny. Yeah, I'm not putting that on. I'm sorry. Because funny enough, a lot of people... that guy up there just throws firebombs at you, so... But yeah, that's that part of the map, and... let's head back to Missoula. Alright. We can do a couple things while we're here. Open up this door for the blacksmith. And in here, there actually is a chest for a bow, in case you didn't start with the bandit class who starts with the bow. If you won't really want to use a bow, you can start with the bandit class, but yeah. And then, did I really miss that item when I came through here earlier? Okay. Oh, there's actually 2 items I missed. So there's this life gem, it's just a life gem, not really worth it. But up this path, come up here, there's some more homeward bones, that'll be nice. But this is actually a area to enter a covenant. So this covenant is called, this covenant is actually a very interesting covenant. Because if you enter that covenant, you can no longer summon people into your world. And makes you a target of more invasions. It also makes it so you take 50% more damage and you deal 50% less damage. Just straight up. It's a straight debuff and makes your game hard. So if you really want to make the game hard, you can play with that covenant on the entire time, and that makes it fun. We're actually going to come over here and talk to this guy real quick, and I'm going to buy 2 of his shields. The reason for that is once you spend 2,400 souls with him, he'll and like reset the area. He'll then move to this like chair right here, and then he will sell more items, which will be actually really helpful because he has some really cool looking armor. He also has some boss armors later in the game. After you kill certain bosses, he will have them in his inventory that you can buy from. You can also kill him to get his armor set that he's wearing, which is nice because because wearing the full set gives you like a 50% increase to all souls gained. And there's just a skeleton down here. And there's a really funny thing with this skeleton, by the way. Every time you start a new game, so after you beat the game, you can start a new game, which basically makes the game harder and adds a lot more stuff into the game, stuff like that. Every time you new game, there will be an extra skeleton down here that you have to fight. Which I think is hilarious, because if you have really high new games, there'll be just like 15 skeletons down here. So the reason, so this chest is interesting. It's a unique chest that actually, it's the only chest that looks like that in the game. And basically they did an event at one point where that chest gave out different items. And that's pretty much it. But the item that it now gives for everyone constantly is a soul vessel, which basically you can go back to the 3 hags at the beginning of the game, who you get your class from. You can talk to them and give them a soul vessel to redo your stats. So basically you can reset your character and your build and stuff like that, which is nice. In this building there's literally just a cat. There is a cat. And you can talk to the cat, and the cat sells you rings. Pretty much all you need to know. We will talk to her later, but not now because she doesn't actually... because I don't have the souls for it, and I don't need them. So I'm going to reset this area, actually. And then I'm actually going to use a few soul items. 2 of these. Okay, that's enough. And the reason for that is we're gonna go buy our weapon that we're gonna use for a while. And that is the rapier. The reason why I'm using the rapier is, one, it doesn't require very much strength to use, and is really good in dex, which is exactly what I want.
I'll be around.
So, and I have used this build in particular. Obviously I can't use it yet because I don't have the dexterity or the strength to wield it, but I will be there shortly, so. And I'm actually gonna use this. Cool, I can't level up twice. I'm going to put them both into strength right now. Not that it's gonna do me much right now. It does actually, no it doesn't. It doesn't do me very much right now, but it will let me one-hand that rapier, so I don't have to use it in two hands later on. So I only need like 4 more, or I need 5 more levels to use the rapier, which once I beat the first boss won't be too big of a problem. Cool. I think actually I'll end that section of the Forest of Fallen Giants here, and we'll do the next section and the boss on the next episode. So this will be kind of part 1 of Forest of Fallen Giants, but yeah. I will see you in the next one.